My name is Oliver Morrissey. I'm site supervisor for Tassal Civil. Tassal Civil have offices in Bronte and Ingleburn here in Sydney, New South Wales. Tassal Civil started off as a plant hire with one machine. Padraig Morrissey started the company and his wife Jo back in the mid-90s. Padraig is a company director and so is Jo. I supervise the sites for him. Our company is after growing to be a lot bigger now, so it started out with just the three of us at the start. Got work on the Olympic Stadium years ago and Padraig went there. I went to another project, took over from him driving his first Kobelco, which is a Kobelco 909, and that let him then start into the Olympics. And then he bought a 200 Kobelco that time, brand new, and started doing stormwater in there at the Olympic Stadium. Padraig bought that machine. I guess he had been operating Kobelcos before, so he liked them, he knew what they were, he knew they were reliable, and he stuck with it. That was the Kobelco 909. We still have that. It's in our yard. We still got the same machine. It never really, apart from regular maintenance, that was it. It's still going. It's still the very same machine as it was before. There is the old 909, and then we've got this 380 here behind us, and we have a 330 Kobelco as well. And we've got a new 235 Kobelco, and we've got an older model 235 Kobelco as well, all zero swing. So we bought this machine from Sydney Trucks and Machinery here in Sydney. Adrian was our salesman. We've known him for a lot of years, and we have a good relationship with him. We choose Kobelco because the machines are reliable, the machines are compact, as in this one here behind us. It's a 380 Kobelco. They're reliable, the service is good, and we've a great relationship with Kobelco for the last 20 odd years, and we will continue to have a good relationship because the machines are good. Reliability is key for us here at the Tassal Civil. Maintenance, luckily it's just serviced or scheduled servicing. No problems with this machine or in general any of our machines at all. Parts, again, we didn't need any parts yet. I'm sure if we do, they'll have them on the shelf. They normally do. Power is good. Like for us at the moment, these trench boxes here, when we lift them out of the ground, which is, they're kind of sucked in, that's when you know when you have power. It's a standard boom that we have on it there. The dip arm is pretty much standard, and we need that as well because a lot of our excavations are pretty deep. Like any of these GPTs or a lot of our sewer trenches are around the 5 metre mark. We need that depth. The company is growing and the machinery is growing with us. We've probably got about 5 Kobelcos now at the moment. In all up, probably about 10 excavators of all different sizes, from 5 tonners right up to 40 tonners and this 38 tonner. We would have no reason not to choose Kobelco. We've been happy with Kobelco for 20-25 years now. So this machine's come now with cameras on the side and of the rear. So like all machines have rear cameras now, but these ones now have blind spot cameras on your left and your right. So the operator's got great vision all the way around, which is very good for us again in tight spots when you're up against the wall or up against the tree. Technology inside, and then yes, you have different modes for the breakers and and twin headers and all the equipment that you need. It's easy to use the technology. Change your liters for different size hammers that we have. It's all easy to do. So this site is, we're installing a GPT for North Sydney Council. So the GPT segments are about 2.6 in diameter. The heaviest segment that came into us was 3.1 tonne. So that comes from Melbourne. This machine lifted it off easily under overhead wires, which was no problems, nice and smooth. The excavation for this job is about 5.5 metres deep. We did hit rock at the last 500 and on with your breaker and break it out. And then in with the trench boxes. So the trench boxes, as I said, are around 3 tonne as well. So the machine will lift them in no problems. So we'll install the GPT for Sydney Council, and that's a gross pollution trap. Picks up all the rubbish for the council and stops it before it goes into the harbour. A lot of our work is lifting heavy trench boxes in after we do the excavation. So the trench boxes can be up to 2 tonne, and we're always in tight spots. Usually here we've got plenty of room here today, but usually we're stuck into a corner somewhere, and the zero swings really work for us. Just coming up to Christmas, everyone was away on holidays. There was only a skeleton crew left over. One of our machines broke down. Our own mechanic was actually out with COVID at the time, so we were able to call Sydney Truck and Machines, and they had a mobile mechanic out to us within 45 minutes, and he got us up and running, which was good because we're on an airport project. The machine had to be moved out from under the flight path of the airplanes, and we didn't want it left there for Christmas, so they were out and they got us out of a sticky spot. Kobelcos are fast, reliable, smooth, fast on the tracks, good lifting capacity, and in general a comfortable machine to operate. So if you would like to find out more about what a Tassal Civil can do for your company, you can get us on www.atassal.com.au.